wouldn't be, well, I don't know, sometimes you usually wouldn't be flipping very much dirt in March until the end, but I don't know, it's dry and the frost is out and it's been warm, so we're flipping a little. We have the 2590 on this disc chisel here. You can also probably see that it struggles just a little bit with it. We have that cat tractor that is getting overhauled, which is why it's not on here, if that's why you're wondering. Or if you're wondering that, that's why. Because it's getting motor rebuilt. That's why this is on here. The cat will eventually end up on this, I'm guessing, because we have some ground that it's gonna need that tractor to pull this. Let's see. Yeah, just rotating some hay field here. As you can see, it's not been corner beans for some years. We're actually doing this with a decent bit of ground this year, I think. But yeah, this is pretty slow going work, especially going uphill with this tractor, which don't have the traction, even though it is better than the last time we pulled it because it got new inside tires there. Inside, meaning this one is new on both sides. So, and the other white case tractor, the 2390, is down over the hill at that manure pile. Gordon's gonna start here spreading some manure tomorrow. He was spreading manure the last 2 days on a custom job. He'll get on some of this tomorrow. Well, not on this. We're not gonna spread manure on that chisel ground. Even though we probably could, because this chisel actually leaves it fairly mellow for a chisel. But there's plenty of field here that we're not gonna get it all covered with manure. We'll use commercial fertilizer on the whole thing, and then the manure is just a bonus. He's gonna do it on some of them shorter hills over there, I think. But and then there's a bunch more manure to spread after that for other people too. But so yeah, this is nice to be flipping some dirt this early. Chisel, it's kind of a thing you do. Disc chiseling, which is what this is kind of a thing you would generally do in the fall. But since we can do it this early, it's probably not gonna be a bad thing. We're probably not gonna dry it out too much. You try to do it in the fall, because if you do it before you plant, it tends to dry out your soil a little too much because you're just opening it up so much. But I think we'll be okay. You gotta do something unless you're gonna no-till, which wouldn't work very good with how compacted this farm is. But you gotta do something before you can just pull field goal before you plant. So this is the option this year. But we're getting to the end here in a couple minutes. We'll see. So that's what's going on. Now 7 o'clock. Daylight savings is back or off or whatever you want to call it, where we get later sunsets, which is nice. Another hour of light outside at night. So, listen to her chugging. Now it's the next morning. It's like 4:30 in the morning. We just pulled a calf, Dad and I, out of a heifer that was just kind of not large framed enough to have it by herself this time. So now I might just go ahead and get to run the chisel. I don't know. We'll see. I'm doing some chiseling. I was out back there in that field over there, but big moon out. But back there's gonna be a lot of like waterways and stuff that we have to go around, and I can't really see those the greatest right now in the dark. Like, it's just hard to tell. So I'm just gonna come up here and keep going on this stuff where there's really not any waterways for a little bit before it's time to go home and do chores. But you can see I did some here last night when it was dark too, but I'll just keep going right here instead of making a mess out there. quit chiseling and came home because it's time to start feeding cows. So that's what we'll get into now. Well, I think it's a couple days later now. You can see I'm chiseling again. Gordon did something the other day when he got done spreading manure one day. Look at all the seagulls. I don't know what they're finding, but they're eating it, whatever they are finding. So there's a lot of them. A lot of birds. Probably eating all the nutrients. It's gonna grow our good corn. But I don't know. I'm just outlining waterways now. That's what the strips of grass are. If you till them under, your whole farm will just erode away, wash away. So, but I'm just gonna do this, and I think we're gonna have to wait for the cat tractor to get done being overhauled before we can keep chiseling here. We just can't pull it in the hills with this tractor. Okay, so the past 2 days I've been doing tillage, and we've been just chiseling and stuff too, but right now we're in this Joker, that's what it's called. It's kind of a vertical tillage thing, I guess. I suppose, yeah, it is. But breaking up some sod right now. Got it sunk down deep. You can normally run 9 mile an hour with this, 9 to 10 if you have enough tractor. But we're going as deep as it'll go right here, so on this old hay. So, not moving that fast, and it is going hard, but that's the point of doing it, I guess. So, there's a bunch of deer up there. But, I'm moving along at 4.4 miles an hour, tugging along. You can see the drone footage I put in this video of this thing working. But yep, about 9 o'clock now on March 18th. Go turn around. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Gordon's been hauling a lot of manure. And like I said, we've been just chiseling still, so. Ooh, tired. You can see it eating away down there. Just back and forth, nice rows here. I'll be at about 200 acres or shy over today worked. So started at about 9:30, but this morning. So crank up some music and just go till I'm done here, and then we'll probably head her home. We're I don't know, 8 miles from home here, 8 or 10. So this tractor goes 33 miles an hour, so it's a nice unit to zip around with, I'll tell you that. But yeah. There's my lines for auto steer. As you can see, I'm not steering it, but pretty nice. So yep. Hopefully I get a video up sometime, but this one's gonna be a bunch of different clips of stuff. Like right now I'm spreading chicken litter again. As you can see, switch tractors on this spreader obviously. But getting some more chicken litter spread. I hauled some yesterday. to it a couple of, well, I guess I hauled to one place and then another guy hauled to another. But spreading chicken litter, we've been putting some fertilizer on and doing some disking and whatever else. I think that's what Dad and Gordon are doing right now, but I don't know, that spreading fertilizer is kind of windy, but just sprinkled on me. You probably see a little mud on the tires. Sprinkled on me enough to, I don't know, make a mess of the windows. But there's a loader in the pile. Pretty nice run in here. Gotta turn around. It's raining and snowing now, so I guess we'll be done for today. Well, right now it is March 27th or the 28th or something. Ugh. Now I start talking, I'm gonna start yawning. It's March 28th now because it is like 1 in the morning. I started chiseling again at like 6 o'clock this afternoon, this evening, whatever. Been going for a while now, obviously. Gordon did some disking. Dad started laying hyders. And I spread some chicken litter and stuff earlier. My voice is really fighting to keep going. Probably because of the chicken manure, I'm guessing, that we've been hauling for the past week. Sorry, it's dirty, nasty stuff. Yeah, this tractor does not have auto steer in it at the moment. So that keeps me awake, I guess, steering the tractor. But I don't know. Here I am. Well, probably an hour and a half left, and then I'll make my half-hour journey home. I already did one other farm than this, and we're trying to get dried out. We're just trying to dry out wet laying spots, fields, whatever. This is obviously a pretty long field. Just trying to open it up so we can get through it with anhydrous, and which is what I refer to when I say gas. Anhydrous. Get through it with that,